Hey, now it's the Rob from 106.1 KISS FM alongside my broadcast colleague.
What's up? It's Eric Cornish with WKDQ. We are at the Rob's crib.
Yes, that's right.
How about that? And fresh off of Survivor Series.
It literally just went off the air about 90 seconds ago.
And I would say what going in we said was going to be a one-match show. It was, but what a match that was.
It really made the whole night worthwhile. I have to tell you, the main event is probably the only thing we really need to talk about, although I will acknowledge, I think all of the on pay-per-view predictions from you were dead on. Did you miss anything on the... Except for the pre-show, you got the Fandango match wrong.
I did get that wrong, but other than that, I think the on pay-per-view stuff, I think I was dead on, which...
I think so.
I'm not going to toot my own horn that much, but I will say that I was impressed with that main event.
The main event's the only thing worth talking about. And
a lot of things accomplished here.
First of all, I loved the match, and I usually don't get into Survivor Series matches that much. They're fun in their own right, but this had storytelling beyond compare. I mean, I can't remember when a story was told that well. All the eliminations were important. All of them told a story, and all of them will have a lasting impact, I think, in the next several months on wrestling.
I will say the only one that I didn't really agree with the way it happened was Ryback. Being the first member eliminated from Team Cena.
Cena? You mean Team Ziggler?
I
mean, really, who saw that coming?
I think you're right. But Ryback being the first eliminated, I mean, yeah, he was kind of cheated or whatever, but I didn't expect that with the way they built him back up. But let's go from there on. I'm going to say everything else was so solid. And, I mean, when you look at the way that they built Ziggler in this thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Never expected in a million years to be done that way.
You were talking, I believe, 2 or 3 episodes ago about how the Raw from England built Ryback.
Yeah.
Everything that he lost in the course of one night. Yeah. This was Ziggler's, Raw from England.
Truly, yeah.
I mean, they made him look so boss the entire time. He was the strongest person all night, it seemed like. And that's great because I hope that they can finally sink their teeth into a Ziggler push. Because it's time.
I mean, he got it tonight. I mean, this was it for him to come back from 3-1. I mean, even the way that things ended, I think it just made him look like $1 million. I like the way that Cena was eliminated. We kept saying we thought that there might be a turn. I didn't expect it to be Big Show.
No one was talking Big Show.
But why wouldn't it be Big Show? Who's turned more than Big Show, especially on John Cena? The only bad thing about this is now we've got to see another John Cena Big Show match.
That's true. But you know what? With the way everything happened, there were so many angles that could have been started. I mean, you have the Eric Rowan and Luke Harper.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that. I mean, you've got Ziggler and Rollins possibly. You've got
Rusev. I still think Rusev and Ryback is a good feud.
I mean, there's a lot that could happen, and we still haven't talked about probably the biggest news story since the streak ended.
Yes, definitely the biggest news story since the streak ended. And before that, I mean, it was a long time before you had a news story like this for the first time ever. And think about how this sounds. I mean, it's weird to think about as wrestling fans. First time ever. That doesn't happen in wrestling anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Sting makes his WWE appearance.
And when it happened, what I told Eric was, this is one of the rare, huge things that could happen.
Absolutely.
This is something that is rooted even before the Monday Night Wars. Sting was never, ever, ever going to appear in a WWE ring, and now he's got the Scorpion Death Drop on Triple H.
And when you really think about it, we talked about it before. If Sting comes in, who would he wrestle? Who would he feud against? Everybody's talking Sting Undertaker, and I've never really seen the appeal there, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're going to see it, let's see it against people who've never been in the ring together before. Sting has wrestled the Undertaker. Granted, he wasn't the Undertaker at the time. I don't think Sting, maybe he did go head-to-head with Triple H.
Who knows?
But who better represents WWE, at least at this point, than Triple H, and who represents never being in WWE? It's Sting. So I see a WrestleMania match already in the works here between the two of them, and even more importantly, in the near future, I think it may be that the new authority figure in the WWE.
That was my thought too. You know, time will tell. I don't know. Is he going to be a weekly fixture? Is he going to be a specialty feature? I don't exactly know, but I'm glad to see it. He's a guy that people still care about, and his insistence on never being in the company makes this really special.
Yeah, this is a huge event. So no matter where it goes from here, this will be one of those moments that you see on every network.
Right.
Big moment ever. That is a big moment right there. You just witness history.
Deservedly so. You won't get surprises like that very often. And so to that, kudos. I mean, we knew that he was in St. Louis and that kind of thing, but even still, I didn't believe it, because how many times has that rumor been reported?
Yeah.
You know, Sting's going to be at WrestleMania. Sting's going to be at SummerSlam. Sting's going to be here. This time, I thought it was going to be Orton. I thought it was going to be Orton.
The crowd thought it was going to be Orton too.
Right.
So, to kind of, go with everybody. Nobody was believing it, that it could actually happen, and it did. Huge event. I'm looking forward to see where that goes. The rest of the pay-per-view, like we said, I thought it was a contrived finish with Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose, but I still think a TLC match will be cool with them down the road. I just think it was all a setup.
I am excited for next month's show, or I should say 3 weeks from now's show.
And the only other thing worth mentioning is AJ done with WWE, or is she just on her downslide and finally joining the ranks of her husband? I don't know.
Who cares? We have Sting now.
I know, that's true. Sting, he's here. So there you go.
All right, listen, there won't be an episode on Thursday, so we hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving, but we'll be back next week on Monday with another Enhancement Talent. I think we said it all, Eric. We said Sting.
Sting. He's here. The man called Sting.
Thanks for watching. Of course, subscribe. You can follow us at the eTalents. And, of course, subscribe to the videos by clicking the subscribe button in the corner. We appreciate you watching. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week.
Got anything in the fridge?